Hello and welcome to Mobile Gaming News Weekly. We are the gaming on phone team that specializes in bringing the mobile gaming news to your feet at the earliest availability.
To start off this week, we have the most exciting news for the mobile gamers. As per an announcement from Respawn, Apex Legends Mobile will soft launch in Argentina, Colombia, Mexico, Peru, Malaysia, Indonesia, Singapore, Australia, Philippines and New Zealand. It will be available on both Android and iOS anytime in the coming weeks. If you do not know, Apex Legends Mobile is currently the most hyped mobile game. The game was first released in early 2019 on Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. The Nintendo Switch version came out in March 2021. Moving next, Arkansas Games is all set to release one of the most highly anticipated MMORPG, Noah's Heart, by the end of 2022 in Japan. The announcement regarding the same was made on the official Twitter page of the game, where the developer said that a Japanese version is all set to release by the end of 2022, with no info on the global release as of now. Noah's Heart is set in a post-civilization world called Noah. Users will use the open world theme of the game to have unlimited access to explore the world of Noah, which is said to be built around the fantasy and steampunk genre. Next up, Dead by Daylight leaks show a potential dating simulation game might be in the making. On 16th of Feb, the Canadian studio has filed official paperwork to register the trademark for a project hooked on you, a Dead by Daylight dating simulation. According to the tweet, which is a screenshot, developer behavior appears to have trademarked the title. XD Incorporation announces a first-person arena shooter called T3 Arena. T3 Arena looks to be quite similar to the hit game Overwatch. Players will be able to select a character from a bunch of heroes. The game allows a player to team up with two other players with different heroes. The team can then engage in a 3v3 battle with another team featuring distinct heroes. The game is scheduled to release in March 2022. Next up, Canadian game development company Kabam Games has launched its newest action game Shadows of Valdora, which will be available as a soft launch for Canada and the Philippines as of now. Shadows of Valdora is set in a devastated and abandoned city that once happened to be full of life and wealth that was taken over by dark forces, resulting in all its citizens turning into stones and only monsters and dark forces living there. Moving next, Legendary Football is a new soccer game that has been soft launched for Android devices. The game has been developed by Studio Vega and offers players a magnificent 11 vs 11 gaming experience with a diversity of game modes. The game features authentic localized content with a well-known commentary that will create game content with regional characters for the players. In Legendary Football, players will engage in 11v11 football matches with international football stars and climb the road of glory to the top of the world. Asterix and Friends, the German studio GameXsight's popular building game, has been remastered and is now available both on mobile and PC. The German development studio's free-to-play cross-platform has upgraded into a fresh from an old-school Flash game. Players who are excited and impatient to build their own Gaulish village and experience new adventures with Asterix and Obelix, download Asterix and Friends, which is now available on the Google Play Store for Android devices and iOS App Store. Next up, Eastside Games Group, Canada's leading free-to-play mobile gaming company, has announced a multi-year deal with Viacom CBS Consumer Products for the global distribution of an upcoming Star Trek Lower Decks themed mobile game on iOS and Android. The mobile game will incorporate characters and tales from throughout the series, reimagined for fans via the perspective of Star Trek Lower Decks, in addition to the narratives and characters from Star Trek. While no specific release date for the game has been announced, the press release indicates that it will be available for iOS and Android devices in 2022. Last but not the least, PuPu's Adventure Park, a new park simulator adventure game by Plumtree Games, and Pixmane will be available for an exclusive demo during the Steam Next Feast ahead of its Android and iOS release in 2022. Players will be charged with managing a PuPu clan to develop an adventure park from the ground up in PuPu's Adventure Park, the most enjoyable yet oppressive simulation park players have ever seen. That wraps it up for this weekly updates. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any future news and updates.